Since the beginning of time, there have been senseless acts of injustice and murder against innocent bystanders. Crazed madmen wielding guns and bullets make a decision to attack a place of sanctuary, a place of fun, even a place of learning, and we are incapable of calling them exactly what they are. These men are terrorists, meant to cause us harm. I examined the crazed men that attack and harm innocent bystanders. I dived in to see their reasoning behind these senseless acts, and I also looked to see how they were portrayed by the media outlets of their time. I think that this is an imperative topic that needs to be brought to light and discussed more. No one wants to discuss this because it hurts people's feelings and makes them think about things, think about death in ways that they don't want to. However, this is something that needs to be discussed. Our children are dying. Our fathers and our mothers are dying. Our grandparents, our friends, are going to school, are going to pray, are going about their everyday lives, and they're never able to come back to us because of the fact that these terrorists wanting to cause harm to Americans are choosing to play out vicious acts. I used websites to showcase the information that I gathered. I also used newspaper articles, videos, and images. The most powerful form of information that I showcased, I believe, was the videos. In one of the instances, I used a video of one of the attacks that the terrorists committed. This was a news article that had a video moments after the attack had happened. I think that this was the most important way that I used this information because it brings to light and it showcases exactly what happened. When you read an article about it, you can sometimes brush it off and think, oh, that wouldn't happen to me. That wouldn't happen to my mom. That wouldn't happen to my friends. But the fact of the matter is that we need to personalize these tragedies because that is the only way that we are going to see any type of change. We need to personalize them. Visualize our mom. Visualize our friend. Visualize our own body laying on the ground. Only then will we see some real change. Whenever a deadly shooting takes place in this world, we quickly discover who the shooter is, their family's names, where they live, and if their 5th grade best friend was surprised that they committed this heinous act. It takes only minutes and a couple finger strokes in the world that we live in now to discover this information. The fact that we can know all this information so quickly about someone is an abomination. We should not be giving these animals the power and recognition that they seek. I will not give them the right or the satisfaction of one more person knowing their name. They do not deserve that. They lost that right when they woke up that morning and decided to take the life of an innocent person. They don't deserve to have the rest of the values that Americans are entitled to. They do not deserve the same rights as the people that they have just heinously murdered. They do not deserve that right, and I will not give it to them. The moment that they decided to kill someone innocent because they don't like the way something is done, because they don't like the way a certain party is treated, because they don't like the way this world is moving, they lose those rights. And I will not give terrorists any rights. That is a personal viewpoint on the matter, and I wish more newscasters and publications had the same viewpoint instead of showcasing exactly who these people are, plastering their faces on magazines, plastering their names all over the internet. Simply fixing gun control would not fix this issue. Many people who are gun owners know what proper gun safety looks like. The YouTube video that I posted on week 4 is just one example of that. I believe that this is an issue of mental health just as much as it is an issue for gun violence. Some of the attackers that I looked up during the course of this class showcased that to me. I'm not saying that that is an excuse or a reasoning for what they did. All I am stating is that there is a direct correlation between the mental health of an attacker and an attack. These gunmen, whom I still classify as terrorists, have issues with mental health, and therefore, I believe that this is a mental health issue. Mental health is never talked about in public. It is never said that we should focus on mental health. We are never taught in school the importance of mental health like we are taught in school about safe sex or algebra. This is a topic that needs to be brought up in schools. Only then will real change occur. This is something that we need to focus on in coming years, or there will be no change. Only more violence. Something must change, and soon. Or soon, this world as we know it will be beyond repair.